I met Jose, right? Jose, and he's basically a singer, right?
Yes.
And so he was basically just giving me his information or how he got started or what he does. So I'm just gonna let him kind of explain what he does. And I was just explaining to him that obviously this is my vlog, and anything that's spiritual, that's like God related, I'm obviously a big Christian, so I encourage it. So I'm just gonna let him kind of explain what he does, what he is doing. And I'll also, you have like Instagram or like social media, I can tag you in it so that way people can kind of look you up and just kind of see your stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around, and then you guys can he can explain what he does. So yeah, so I mean, I only just knew like the first thing that you just mentioned, like that you did just that one song. Like, have you been like doing this for a while, or like?
I've always seemed to really like music. Everywhere I would go, I would just listen to Christian music, and I would always add something to it. Mm-hmm. And that was a kind of like a clue that God would always give me, like, you know, this is what you're going to be. But I never really saw it like that. I was just like, yeah, I'm having fun, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Until one day where he just came and really just gave it to me, the talent, and gave me lyrics. And he's just like, go for it. And that's when he gave me the green light, and I started making more and more music. But I wanted to make, out of the environment that I lived in, or the areas of my life where I come from, it's always been negativity. Always people wanting to be from the hood. Always people want to just rap about things that, you know, they inspire to be. Drug dealers, trap house, things like that, having girls and everything. Out of that, I was like, you know what, we really need to change this whole situation, because we're not inspiring people to be something. We're just showing people off a lifestyle that's fake. At the end of the day, it's going to be blown away. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how much cars, clothes, everything at the end of the day just comes and goes. But the one thing that I learned with being a Christian was that God never comes and goes. God's always stays. God always renews everything. Sometimes as Christians, we don't understand the process that we go through, the situations that we confront in our lives. But God wants you to be better, to expand even more. Because I don't know the people, what God they serve. But I know the God I serve is a great one. And since my God is great, that means my plans need to be great. If I serve a God of greatness, that means that every step I make has to be for great, not for down. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people... That's what a lot of people fail to see, and they just want to sit there and they're like, I'm good here, and that's where God doesn't want you to be. Yeah. God always wants you to reach newer levels, newer, better things. I'm going to go even further than this. If today I only ran like 20 laps, I'm going to do even more tomorrow. It's like that type of race where you want to achieve more and more and more and more, because that's what God is, the God of greatness. Because a lot of people think that, oh, I got to be perfect, I got to be this to follow God. No, you don't have to be perfect. God is the rule that will show you, He will correct you where you need to be at, so that you can be successful. And that's what I kind of known. That's a little bit of what I have encountered my whole life as Christianity. And always, you know, encouraging people to keep following God. But the problem is we want to sit with excuses and be like, no, I can't. I'm not a Christian enough. I'm not good for God right now. Nobody's good for God. If everybody was good, then we didn't need a God. But that's the point. That's why there's a God, for us to be purified through Him, so that we can be renewed and better for tomorrow with Him.
Can you tell me, like, how long have you been doing this? Like,
for music, I've probably only been maybe a year.
Year?
Yeah, a year with music.
Okay, and like, have you? This isn't your first song, I assume.
No, this is like my fifth one now.
Okay. Yeah. So the other one, are you like making a CD or like?
Right now, I'm just making songs as I go, just to get practice more onto that, making music and making it better and better. When I reach that one level where I'm actually really good, then I'll probably work on making a CD. But right now it's just making songs after songs.
Okay.
Yeah, just as I go and getting inspired by what God gives me, and that's how I'm going about making music.
Okay. And like, what's your like intentions? Where do you see this going? Like, what do you think God is leading you to?
Well, God spoke to me a while back, and He told me that I'm gonna be traveling around the world. So based on all this, I was like, well, this is your dream, then I want to make that dream possible. If your dream is to go around the world and preach your gospel, then that's what I will do. Either it will be preaching or in music, but one way or another, your word has to get out more further out there. And that's where I see myself going, traveling around the world and preaching and singing to the people that, live a religion. For me, it's like my purpose is to go out and travel to churches and people and really get them to understand who is God. Because a lot of people will spend years being Christian and they'll be proud of it. Like, oh, I'm 20 years in the gospel. I'm like, but what have you done in those 20 years? That's the point. There's not how many years you spent. I can spend in church 20 years, but if I'm not doing anything, what's the point? There's no point in that. So that's my goal, where I plan.
Okay. The songs that you have, are they like, first of all, are they English or in Spanish?
Mainly right now I have done Spanish songs. Okay. And I'm about to go record my first English.
Okay.
And I'm working on trying to get to that English level of music.
Okay.
Right now.
Do you do like just at your local church? Do you like just praise? Like, are you in like in the choir, or are you like?
No.
No.
Nah, I'm low.
Low key.
I'm low key right now.
Okay.
It's all as I was telling you. Sometimes when you follow God, you don't have to be all up there. Sometimes God will take you underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And when your time comes, your time will come.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was like, we just started. I have like 5 songs, and already somebody wants me to go and perform in Houston without even me, being all out about it. I put them and that's it. But God opens the door and makes sure where to send me at.
Yeah.
And that's where, they have open doors and they're like, yeah, man, come down to Houston and perform. And we do, every end of every month on a Friday, we do performances, and we just were like, if you came down, I'll put you on there. So it's like that, when you let God guide you, this is His dream. Like I was telling you, it's His dream, and at the end of the day, He will make sure that it's fulfilled the way He wants it fulfilled.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing. You didn't have to do this, but I appreciate you.
I know, but I'm always open.
You're doing this, so thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So I'll just put your stuff in the description, and hopefully some people get to also just hear your stuff.
Yeah, and I hope it helps everybody.
Thanks, man.
Because that's my intention always, for help.
Awesome, man. Alright, so this video right here is actually just going to be a different segment from like my actual vlogs, and this is like Christian, spiritual type of I guess genre for this video. And I just basically just want to let you know that it was pretty cool just to see other young spiritual Christians doing work for God and being servants. So Jose, thank you so much. It's really awesome what you're doing, and you're working for the Lord, and I think the Lord is going to bless you so much. But this is the end of that. It's probably just going to be a short video, just an interview about Jose, who I just met. I never knew him before this. So anyways, this is going to wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. As always, stay blessed, stay humbled, and stay fit. God bless.